Well, this is a long overdue video. I owe this one to Darth on GPS, Gold Prospector Space. He 3D printed this mini highbanker and sent it to me. And the only way you can get one is on the Gold Prospector Space site. And he puts one in the annual raffle every year. There's only been a few of these made. I've been lucky enough to get one, and I am just now getting around to putting a video out on it. I had a video done 6 months ago, but there was some technical difficulties, we'll call it. But nothing to do with the banker. But anyway, that's what it looks like. It's just a little tiny thing. It's, it's not very big. Got a little tiny bilge pump. I have it connected to a cigarette lighter plug and a 110 wall outlet with a cigarette lighter receptacle. And I did that, so if I ever want to take this thing with me, I can run it from off my truck and just plug it into the cigarette lighter. And this is what it looks like when you turn it on. Kind of a neat little unit. I have no idea what the right water speed, the right angle, the right anything needs to be. So it's kind of a learning curve, learning experience. Won't know till I try it. In here, I put 3.1 grams of some of the tiniest gold you'll ever see. Raised beach sand gold. There's a little Swift River gold in there. There's raised beach sand. There's Cape Disappointment sand. So once I do get it run, it's going to take me a while to pan it. Because especially the Cape Disappointment, that stuff is just ignorant. But anywho, I'm going to get after it and I'll let you know how this thing goes. 3.1 grams of gold right there, and I'm going to run it the way it is and see how much I recover. And I'll get back to you in a bit. First scoop. Let's see, I've only done a couple scoops. And there's some color in there. Keep going. Here, I'll try to get you up in here so you can see some exchange going on when I dump the scoop in. Looks to be exchanging pretty good. Things are jumping around in there pretty good. I am totally unfamiliar with drop riffle, so I can't tell you if that's too violent, not violent enough, if I need to steepen, speed her up, whatever. But I don't have a whole lot of dirt here to go through, so I'm going to run it through like this, see what I recover, and adjust from there. Well, there, that took me 15 minutes to run that, 14 minutes. I'm going to let it clean out for a second, go grab me a beer. I'll grab a flashlight so I can show you what it looks like up in those riffles. It is crazy how much gold there is up in there. Fine gold. Anywho, I'll get back to you in just a bit. Alright, I'll let it run for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Enough time to run to the bathroom and grab a beer, you know. But I'm debating on how I want to clean this out. No, I grabbed my flashlight too, just so. Look at all the little gold up in there. There's these little tiny itty bitty riffles, and it really hangs on to the fine stuff. And you can see up there, that first one's just loaded. There's some in the second and third. A couple pieces there. I'm almost thinking about grabbing my snuffer bottle and sucking that bottom one out and see how much gold's in it. If there's a lot making it down there, then I'm losing it. Or do I just clean the whole thing out and see what I recovered? I don't know how I want to tackle that yet. That's pretty impressive. I really like the color. I got the very first blue one, and I don't know what color Darth is giving away this year, but I really like the blue. It matches my favorite pan and my favorite beer can, and I just like the way gold looks on blue. That's just me. To each their own. But I'm just going to clean this thing out and see what I recovered. I'm going to be a while panning, so hopefully I get this video up tonight. But I'll get back to you and let you know what I recovered. Alright. I sucked out that last riffle just to pan it out. That's what I got in that last riffle. It looks like a lot of gold, but I mean, there's my finger. It's not a lot of gold. What the percentage is, I have no idea. I put 3.1 grams in. I'd be lucky if there's my index finger. I mean, 1/10. I don't know. So there is gold all the way down there. I don't know if I'm not running fast enough, if I'm overfeeding. Oh, freaking bubbles. I almost kind of overdid that one a little. But I don't know. That's why I'm playing with it. We'll get her dialed in. As soon as we find a sweet spot, I bet it works pretty damn good. I'm kind of impressed just for what it is, but Let's clean out the whole thing, get her weighed up. Well, here's the results. I got her all cleaned out. Took way longer than I had hoping for. Between that Juneau beach sand and Cape Disappointment, I was about halfway through and I was just wishing I went and grabbed some dirt out my driveway. Would have been a lot easier. But here's the results. Got her all cleaned up. I'll take her out and throw her on the scale here in a minute, take a picture, put that in there. But, you know, we'll see. I haven't panned out the pan that the tail ends went into, so I'll weigh this up first and see what my losses are. I really don't think it's much, but I don't know. If it was for a first run, if I lost a freaking quarter gram, I still wouldn't be disappointed. Probably got some tweaking to do still on the speed and angle and feed. And, I don't know, first time with drop riffle. Kind of impressed how it works, so I like how it exchanges. But, anywho, I'll get back to you in a minute. Here's the little banker. I don't know how big it is. 9 inches, I want to say, by 4. But it's all dried out now because it took forever to frickin' do that. But so I'll give you a quick tour around. Spray bar, ball valve. It doesn't spray water inside the little hopper. That's why you see me squirting my snuffer in there just to help some dirt down, because you do get some splash up in there and whatnot. Once the dirt gets wet, it doesn't really like to get down through. It's like an 1/8 of an inch space to get down through there. But there's little tiny riffles up in the top, and what is there, 1 2 3 4 5 drop riffles, and they just got 1/4 inch bolt legs and for your adjustments. Pretty neat thing. Kind of cool. And the only way you can get one of these is Darth donates them to Gold Prospector Space, and every year Tim Grimes has a raffle, and one of these ends up in there. There's not many of them out there, and I kind of enjoy it. Curious on my results, but I haven't gone through that yet. The tail ends, I don't know what my losses are, so yeah, we'll figure that out once I throw that on the scale. But pretty cool thing.